Rolls-Royce has had one job for 120 years. Make the most intimidating luxury car on the planet. And for 120 years, nobody really challenged that. Until now. I've driven Phantoms. I've sat in Cullinanes. I know exactly what Rolls-Royce money feels like. So when I climbed into the backseat of this 2027 Maybach, I genuinely didn't say a word for about 30 seconds. And there's one moment, one specific thing that happened later during the drive that I honestly didn't see coming. I'll show you exactly what that was. Let's start outside, because Mercedes made a decision here that's gonna divide people. They killed the chrome, almost all of it. What you get instead is this deep, almost liquid black trim. It sits flush against the body. No shine, no flash, just mass. It doesn't look like a car trying to impress you. It looks like a car that doesn't need to. Most people will miss this detail, but look at the C-pillar. That blacked-out sail panel pulls the roofline down just enough to make this thing look lower and faster than it actually is. That's a design trick, and it works. Now, the back seat. You don't get in, you arrive. The door swings open with this soft, vault-like weight to it, and the first thing you see is hand-stitched Napa leather in 2 tones, a roof liner that looks like the ceiling of a private jet, and a faint smell of, I don't know how to describe this, expensive wood and cool air. The rear seats recline to almost fully flat. There's a massage function. There's ambient lighting that shifts based on your mood setting. But here's the thing Rolls-Royce still does better, and I'll be honest about this, the silence. The Ghost is still the quietest car I've ever sat in. The Maybach gets close, very close, but it's not quite there yet. Still, for the price difference, this conversation gets complicated fast. Now, here's where this car stops being just a lounge on wheels, because this Maybach has a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, and when you press that accelerator hard, the whole character of the car changes. 1 second, you're floating, completely isolated, not a sound. Then, it just surges. No drama, no noise, just this quiet, violent shove into the seat like someone cut the gravity rope. This is the moment I mentioned earlier. I was in the back seat, my colleague was driving, and neither of us spoke for a second after that pull. We just looked at each other. Because it shouldn't feel like that. A car this size, this heavy, this quiet, shouldn't accelerate like that. But it does. But let's get real about what this car actually is. It's not a Rolls-Royce. It doesn't pretend to be. The Phantom is still the throne, still the statement, still the car you buy when you want everyone in the room to know. The Maybach is something different. It's the car you buy when you want all of that and you still want to feel like a driver, like someone who chose this, not just inherited it. That's a different kind of buyer, and Mercedes knows exactly who they're building this for. So, does this 2027 Maybach make Rolls-Royce nervous? Yes, not because it beats the Phantom, it doesn't, but because it doesn't need to. It found its own lane, and that lane is getting wider every single year. The Ghost, the Conan, they're still untouchable for a certain kind of person, but that person is getting older. The next generation of ultra-luxury buyers, they want tech. They want performance underneath the silk. They want something that feels new. This Maybach feels new, and that should make everyone at Goodwood pay very close attention. If you want to know how it compares spec by spec against the Ghost, I'll break that down in the next video. Link is up there. See you in it.